Hey there, remember the price of Bitcoin in 2014 at $300? Are you thinking about selling your Bitcoin? The price now approaching $100,000 in 2024. Maybe you're tempted to cash out after seeing some profit, or maybe you're nervous about the next dip. But before you make any moves, let me tell you why selling Bitcoin before 2030 could be one of the biggest mistakes you'll ever make. Bitcoin is like that up-and-coming neighborhood, poised for massive growth. We're talking about a potential paradigm shift in finance, and those who get in early stand to benefit the most. Let's dive in. Okay, let's talk about scarcity. Bitcoin is the same way as gold. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoins. That built-in scarcity is a key reason why Bitcoin has the potential to increase in value over time. As more people and institutions invest in Bitcoin, the demand goes up, but the supply stays the same. Basic economics tells us that when demand is high and supply is low, prices go up. And we're still in the early stages of Bitcoin adoption. Every time Bitcoin has dipped, it's bounced back stronger. Remember, we're playing the long game here. Let's be real, most people thought the internet was just a fad back in the 90s, right? Look at it now. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency are similar. We're still in the early stages of adoption, but it's growing exponentially. Think about companies like Amazon or Apple in their early days. People who recognized their potential and invested early saw life-changing returns. Bitcoin could be even bigger. We're talking about a technology that could revolutionize how we think about money and finance. And the earlier you get in, the more you stand to gain. The halving effect, Bitcoin's built-in value booster. Bitcoin has this fascinating mechanism called a halving event built into its code, which plays a crucial role in its value. Essentially, every 4 years or so, the reward for mining new Bitcoins gets cut in half, making it progressively harder to earn new coins. This means that over time, the rate at which new Bitcoins are created slows down significantly, adding to its scarcity. Remember how we talked about scarcity? Well, the halving event makes Bitcoin even scarcer over time, enhancing its value proposition. Historically, every time there's been a halving event, Bitcoin's price has surged afterwards, reflecting the increased scarcity and demand. By reducing the supply of new Bitcoins, the halving event puts upward pressure on the price, driven by the basic economic principle of supply and demand. And the next halving event is just a few years away, creating anticipation and excitement within the Bitcoin community and among investors. Bitcoin, your financial life raft in a sea of inflation. Look, we all know that inflation is eating away at our savings. Every time we go to the store, it feels like our money buys less and less. The value of the dollar keeps going down, and it seems like everything's getting more expensive. From groceries to gas, the cost of living is skyrocketing. But here's the thing, Bitcoin can act as a hedge against inflation. Unlike traditional currencies, Bitcoin isn't controlled by any government or central bank. Well, no. When governments print more money, the value of that money goes down. But Bitcoin is different. Its supply is limited. Only 21 million Bitcoins will ever exist. So when everything else is losing value, Bitcoin can actually hold its value or even increase in value. It's a digital asset that many see as a store of value. It's a way to protect yourself against inflation and economic instability. By investing in Bitcoin, you can safeguard your financial future in these uncertain times. The price of regret. Selling Bitcoin. Too early could cost you millions. Let me tell you a story. Back in 2011, there was this guy who bought $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. At that time, Bitcoin was just a novel concept, with the price around $4, and very few people believed in its potential. Years later, he remembered his Bitcoin purchase and decided to check on it. He logged into his old digital wallet, not expecting much. You know what he found? His $1,000 investment was worth over $1 million. Imagine the shock and excitement he must have felt. Look, I know hindsight is 20/20, but this story illustrates a powerful point. Selling Bitcoin too early could be one of the biggest financial mistakes you ever make. The potential for growth is immense. The potential upside of holding on to Bitcoin for the long term is enormous. Bitcoin has shown a remarkable ability to increase in value over time. Hold on to your Bitcoin. The future could hold even greater rewards than you can imagine. Hold on, we're going to the moon, the future of Bitcoin. So to recap, Bitcoin's scarcity, growing adoption, the halving effect, protection against inflation, and the regret of selling too early are all strong reasons to hold onto your Bitcoin until at least 2030. Look, you can make a career out of recognizing good investments, and Bitcoin has all the hallmarks of a massive opportunity. If you're in it for the long haul, you could be setting yourself up for financial freedom. Don't miss out on the future of Bitcoin. Subscribe to our channel and stay updated with the latest insights and strategies. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.